All right, let's start from the top. You ready? I'm sorry. Let's go. Yeah, for you and yours, it's your boy, Mr. Zay, and it's the Tech Talk Show, the most innovative, informative, entertaining. What else are we? Innovative technology show in the world.
Tech Talk Show.
I got my man Chaz 2Z.
Building.
I got my man Kellep Charles, KC, SecurityOrb.com.
What's going on?
And, of course, we're in the building. You know how we do. We got audio calling in a little bit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Calling live from New York. I don't know if you guys know about the Heritage game, but it's going to be real crazy. It's at Giant Stadium. It's going to be a problem. A lot of nice things happening.
He'll be putting that Evo to work again, huh?
He's going to put that Evo to work again, so that should be exciting.
Well, he's putting the Evo and the Nanotech to work at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
And, you know, he has it on his wrist and in his hand.
Yep.
That's a lot of power for one man, as they would say. Remember Malcolm X when they did that and he dropped the finger?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. So I have a question.
We're listening.
Yep. I just like the quiet when I say that. That's pretty cool. Are you guys ready? Because we have a new layout today. It's going to be really exciting. Listeners, all of our loyal followers, you know, online, you know, here at WL in the DMV area, be prepared. We got a lot of fun things happening today. So if you hear something different, embrace it, love it. We grow as we go. You know how we do it. With that being said, let's go to my man Chaz 2Z's with the tech news.
All right, so every week I bring you the latest technology news stories. And this week I decided to go with a theme of security-related stories, information security-related stories.
I'm mad at that.
So the first story I'm going to bring to you is about a new virus. Well, it's not quite new, but it's an ongoing thing that's been going on for at least a year now. It's called the Stuxnet virus.
Stuxnet?
Yeah, that's
I heard
what
about this. Hold on, I heard about this. Okay.
So it's a dangerous piece of computer malware. Malware is another name for a virus.
Okay.
It's been developed on an unprecedented scale and has the ability to target and control specified industrial machinery. So it's targeting industrial machinery.
I heard this is pretty scary. Like it's cutting out power lines and all kind of stuff, right?
Well,
it has the potential to do anything. It can shut down power lines, and that's why it's so dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, it's taking over, you know, critical systems that control, you know, power, systems that control water, you know, and it has the ability to get in there and cause some big havoc.
And part of the way that it's spreading is through 4 zero-day type exploits. Now, let me explain what zero-day is. You know, vendors release patches to fix holes in their software when viruses come out and exploit these holes.
Okay.
But before they issue those patches, it's free time for the virus to just wreak havoc.
So it's literally, it's almost like a Trojan concept. Like, you know, they come in, they sleep for the evening, climb out, jump into your system. There's that little window of time before the actual package is released, right?
Right, exactly. So they're free to wreak havoc until Microsoft or whichever vendor issues a patch to fix that vulnerability.
Yeah, and sometimes it may take months and even years, you know, for some of these patches to come around. So, you know.
That's true. So, I mean, is there any way that they got to defend ourselves? I mean, how can we protect ourselves?
From the Stuxnet?
Stuxnet, yeah.
Well, one of the major things with the Stuxnet is that Siemens, who creates a lot of these industrial systems, have like a default username and passwords that's in a lot of their machinery.
Okay.
And the program, I guess whoever wrote the program knows a lot of these devices have this default username and password, and that's how the program is written. So by upgrading the firmware to be able to change the username and password is what a lot of people are doing right now to kind of get around that situation.
So you think it's as simple as just updating the username and password?
Well, I mean, a lot of security experts are looking into the insides of this code, and they're seeing some very sophisticated programming.
Right.
So, you know, this program does much more than, you know, just circumventing that username and password. I mean, they still dissecting this this thing, and they're finding out, you know, new stuff every day. So
okay, so they don't really know exactly everything.
Yeah, to totally mitigate against it,
there's no way.
There's no way. But
there's no way.
But they're finding out piece by piece of certain things that it could do, and they're using some of that, to do some early mitigation.
This sounds like a real live virus. That's what's kind of scary. Like, I mean, it's like
it is real life.
I mean, I'm talking about, biological as opposed to just, it sounds pretty scary. What else?
Okay, so the next security-related story. Earlier this week, users of Twitter found out that there was a vulnerability on the site where if you mouse over a certain area of the screen, you get redirected to another website.
Yeah, I heard about that. And we're Twitter. We have our Twitter account, so this is pretty scary for the guys who are following us and following us individually as well. So, what's the fix for that? Has that been put in place yet?
Well, yeah, it was very quickly that they fixed that.
Yes.
It was like within an hour.
I wonder what the impact was.
Well, there were some certain high-profile users whose accounts were compromised.
Really?
And they started tweeting links to malicious websites.
Got it.
Yeah.
So, and this was a cross-site scripting attack. That's the name of the attack that
cross-site scripting.
Yeah, it's people were redirected to other sites.
Right,
and that's a symptom of cross-site scripting.
That's pretty common. That whole methodology, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the thing that was kind of interesting about this Twitter situation is that once the mouse went over the link, you were automatically redirected to another site. So there was no human intervention.
Wow, so you didn't even have to click.
Right. Compared
it was like
to some of the other cross-site scripting, they'll trick you, do you want to do this? And you hit yes.
Wow.
But this one, you just moused over it, and you were like in, porn sites and malicious sites and so forth. So
some of us were. I don't know. Well, so next topic, Chaz.
And lastly, this is another secure-related story. It deals with availability, which is part of the information security triad, confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Facebook was down as well for several hours on Thursday. It was actually down on Wednesday too, so it was down 2 days in a row. On Wednesday, it was due to a third-party network provider that shut the site down. But Thursday, they didn't go into the reason why it went down. It was down for a different reason. And a lot of Facebook users went over to Twitter to talk about how Facebook was down.
They was hating.
Yeah.
That's dirty. Oh, man. So, I mean, it looks like social networking is causing us to become far more contagious.
Productive at work.
Right. That's you can say that. I don't know if my boss would feel that way. But, okay, so there it is. What else do we have?
That's it for this week. 3 security-related stories.
Wow.
Next week, I'll probably look into a different theme, depending on what goes on in the world, tech world.
Yeah.
There you have it. Well, that's exciting news. I heard about Mark Zuckerberg, right? Donating $100 million.
Yeah, to the Newark school system.
To Newark school system. I thought that was off the chain. Shout out, can we get a hand clap for Mark? I mean, that's just a good look. That shows you how these young kids, with the technology, they're able to, I mean, look at him. He's taking his good blessings. He's taking the use of technology and the things that he's received as a return on that and blessing Newark, New Jersey with $100 million.
And made the announcement on Oprah.
But he tried to lay low. He did try to lay low, and then they was like, nah, you don't lay low when you do this. You go hard. So Oprah brought him out, and then it was a problem. If you guys want to discuss that or discuss any of your issues, call 1-800-450-7876. Your technology issues. Let me clarify that because I don't want you guys just calling it. Just calling it. Let me call it. So yeah, let's move on to our next segment real quick. You know how we do. We in the building. It's the Tech Talk Show. We're about to move into our Inspect the Gadget session. And I think we got, who do we have on the line for the Inspect the Gadget segment? I don't want it. I wanted to do, okay, we got to go to break first. All right, cut the music. We'll pull back. We'll pull back the Inspect the Gadget segment for right now. We'll pull it back right now. We'll do it later. I really wanted to continue talking about something else real quick anyway, so we'll wait on the Inspect the Gadget for the next segment since we don't have much time. But we'll move into this other issue real quick, which is the iPhone that has a card scanner. We're going to talk about that when we come back.
Yeah.
This thing is off the chain. You're talking about live and on the spot e-commerce transactions from your phone. You got to love it. It's the Tech Talk Show, ladies and gentlemen. The most innovative, informative technology show in the world.
1450 WOL, where information is power.